This is a quick video on how to read a financial document on the ASX, also known as the 4C or the quarterly cash flow. So pick a stock, pick any dog stock. Let's say M&S. It has 58 million market cap. Perfect. That qualifies as a dog stock to me. So on your platform, search for the company. There should be an announcements section and search within the last 3 months. Should find something called a 4C, quarterly cash flow. In this case, it's quarterly cash flow. Open it up. And you want to have a look at section 1.1. This is revenues. Currently, it doesn't provide any form of revenues whatsoever. Most spec stocks are like this, so it's not too concerning. What you want to have a look at, however, is the exploration and evaluation. This tells me it's a mining stock. If it was a fintech, a science, biomed kind of stock, it'd say research and development. In this case, it seems like a mining stock. They spend 440k on the current quarter for drilling or exploration activities, and they spend 400k on staff costs and a shit ton of money on admin and corporate costs. That's pretty much a red flag to me. I'd look at that and I'd go, well, they're spending 1 million on themselves and the business, and then they're spending 400k on the actual drilling. So is it really a drilling company, or is it a self-financing company where they line their own pockets? It's up to you to decide. So they're spending 1.5 mil for the current quarter. And you want to scroll down. Section 2 typically doesn't have much. If it does, just give it a quick read. Section 3 also doesn't have much. You want to check section 3.1. This shows you if any capital raising has occurred. In this case, no. And you'll scroll down to this key part here. You want to see how much money they've had at the beginning of the period, at the quarter. They've had 1.8 mil, and they've spent 1.5. And the important part here, the most important, if you only have 30 seconds to read this document, you want to check 4.6 or 5.5. They've got the exact same number. It's basically cash or cash equivalents. To me, I just consider that money in the bank. So $257,000 is how much they have left. And considering that they spend 1.5 million that we just went over, and that they plan on spending in section 9 1.7 million, one has to wonder, how do they fund it when they only have $257,000 in cash? Realistically, it's going to be cap raised. This is one of those financial pieces of information that you really need when you trade stocks, if you plan on holding overnight, and especially if you plan on investing. You want to look at how much money exists, how much is spent, and how much is going to be spent. Common sense dictates here that they simply do not have money. 98% of the time, how they raise money is through capital raising. So expect dilution to come. If you read this financial document, you'll have more financial information on the stock than probably 90% of people that come across the stock.